So in today's video, we're going to go over a quick 5-minute workout specifically for your offhand so you guys can get your offhand better. And now you guys will become the elite ball handler because you guys will actually be able to use both hands. Let's dive into it. For this workout, all you're going to need is one basketball and you're using your offhand the entire time. So you won't even need to use your main hand. So for this first drill, what we're working on is that offhand, but we're working on changing our levels with the basketball and keeping control. So what we're gonna do is get nice and low. You're gonna perform 3 high pounds at your shoulder. So it's 1, 2, 3. After that third one, you're gonna do 2 pounds at a medium level right around your knee. So it'll be 1, 2. What we're doing here is being able to control the basketball at different levels, but you'll notice for you beginners who struggle with that offhand, you guys are gonna struggle with the high pounds. When you're dribbling the basketball high, that is actually forcing you to use your whole entire shoulder and your whole entire arm to actually control the basketball. So you're up here, you're pounding it hard. Most of you guys are gonna lose it and not be able to control it and keep it in the same spot because you guys aren't used to dribbling the ball hard enough. A lot of you guys just pat the basketball when you put the ball in your weak hand, so you just wanna get it right back to your strong hand because that's the one you feel comfortable with. If you can actually pound the ball hard with your offhand and get used to pounding it strong, that's how you'll get better with your offhand. For the drill, like I said, we're going 3 high and then 2 low. So it'll be 3 above your shoulder, and then after that third one, you're going nice and low, 1, 2 for 2 quick pounds. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, then 2 quick ones. You guys are gonna go 2 rounds for 30 seconds each. You can take as long as a break as you guys need, but I want you guys to go hard for 30 seconds. That should get you about a minute right there. By working on our offhand and developing these skills, we're working on our foundation handle. And our foundation handle is just one of the 4 ball handling types that we talk about here at ILoveBasketballtv. If you guys want to learn more about the handle types and learn what your specific handle type is, I want you guys to go down to the pinned comment below, take our free handle type quiz. We'll send you a free workout on top of that. For our second drill, we're working on ball manipulation, being able to control the basketball around our body. So we're gonna get nice and low. First, we're gonna take 2 pounds, right? 1, 2, make sure you're dribbling that basketball hard so you can control it. After that second pound, you're gonna do a V dribble. So your ball's going across your body and then it's coming right back. Same thing, dribble that basketball hard. You wanna push it out nice and wide. You don't wanna be quick with this one. I wanna see you guys be actually able to control the basketball in a big distance. So it's push it out, drag it back. From there, you're wrapping it in front of your body, catching it with the same hand. So the ball stays in your offhand the entire time. So it's 1, 2, V, and then you're wrapping it right back. So we're working on that ball manipulation and ball control, being able to move it around our body and control it as we are doing whatever our crossovers are. So if you think about it, if we're trying to make a crossover, maybe we're going in and out cross, we need to be able to control it and not lose it. We're gonna be able to do that with both hands. So I'm left-handed, so if I went in and out cross to my right, I want to be able to do the same thing with my right hand. So I can come down, go in and out cross to my left and be able to go out so I can control the ball with both hands doing whatever I need to do. A few tips to help you guys with this drill. When you guys are wrapping it in between your legs, I don't want you guys to go up on your toes or push your hips forward. I want to see if you guys can control your hips, keep it back, control your levels. So as you wrap it, you can stay in the same spot. When you want to catch it, you want to catch it right by your leg. So your hand's going to go behind the basketball. And now you need to be able to get it right back to start again. So if my hand's all the way away, it's gonna be harder for me to catch it. So if I'm back here like this, too hard for me to catch. I want my hand right by my leg so I can get right back into the rest of it. For the first part of the drill with our pounds and our V dribble, we want to be able to feel the ball rotate when we push it through. So the ball's going to spin a little bit and then be able to drag it back through. I don't want to smack at it because when you smack at the basketball, you don't have a good feel of it. You want to be able to let the ball rotate on your hand so you can control it. As it goes this way, you can drag it back, and then once you go through, be able to catch it in the right spot. For this drill, I want you guys to go 2 rounds, 30 seconds, getting as long as a rest as you guys need, but make sure you're going hard for that 30 seconds. Those first 2 drills were stationary, keeping you guys still. This one's gonna be a blend of a little bit of movement, but still staying stationary. So we're working on that footwork, but still working on our ball control too as well. So we're gonna get nice and low. First step is going to step with your inside leg, so the opposite leg that the ball's in. So if the ball's in my right hand, I'm stepping with my left leg. I'm going to dribble at the same time. So from here, once I take that bounce and I take that step, I'm gonna step this foot back, but then I'm gonna step that same side leg out and then take a dribble on the side of that foot. So now we're blending in some footwork and that ball control, being able to float the basketball as well. A lot of beginners run into issues because they wanna overpound the basketball, but they don't know how to float it as well. So we're gonna get nice and low, take that step, dribble, step back, forward step, and you guys just repeat that from there. So we are trying to control the basketball, let it float, but also incorporate some footwork as well. So a couple tips to help you guys with this drill is to not take extra baby steps or reset steps while you're doing it. So a lot of us might get caught or get in trouble once we go to step here, but when we want to go back, we might lift this foot and then try to get back. We just want to pivot, right? So no extra steps, no unnecessary steps. So it's just pivot on this inside leg, step and dribble at the same time. We're going to pivot back, step forward this leg, dribble at the same time, and step back. So we're not taking any extra steps that we don't need to. It's just pivot and step and just replacing our feet. With our fourth drill, we're actually going to work on moving and dribbling with our offhand in space. So a lot of beginners struggle with the basketball, getting by people, maybe sprinting up the full floor. Our first three drills are just working on control. This one, we're actually working on the movement portion. So we're gonna get in the corner. We're gonna go outside the 3-point line. We want the ball in our weak hand, but we wanna make sure the weak hand is on the outside of our body. So we don't want to be dribbling on the inside like this. So we want the ball on the outside. All we're gonna do is just sprint as fast as we can and dribble at the same time, of course, but we're going to arc around the 3-point line all the way through. What this does is it works on our dribble step timing. So as we're dribbling, I want to be able to make sure I can step with that inside leg, but at the same time, I'm running as fast as I can to get all the way around. So I'm working on getting by people at that correct angle as I'm sprinting hard, but I actually have to dribble the basketball and keep the ball up with my body. So a few more tips to help you guys out with this drill is you want to stay tight to the line. A lot of people make the mistake of standing too straight up. So as they run, they just make it look a little awkward because they're going too slow, but they're also standing straight up. We want to get nice and low, but we also want to stay tight to this line. So we have to curve as we're getting by. Once again, as we're going through, we want to make sure we keep the correct timing. So I don't want to dribble and then pick the basketball up, take 3 steps, and then dribble again. That's going to mess up my footwork. I want to try to dribble every other step as I'm getting around. And if your footwork is not exactly perfect, that's okay. You don't want to take 10 steps in between each dribble though. So once you get to the other side, all I want you guys to do is just set a timer. Once you get to that side, walk back. That will be your guys' break. Once you get to the corner, you guys can just go again. You're gonna go for 1 minute the entire time. So our last drill, we're working on going all the way up the floor. We're gonna be working on wrapping the ball behind our back. So keeping the ball up with our body, but being also able to control it and not throw it all crazy. So you're gonna start on the baseline, go in the full court, take off and sprint as fast as you can. Every dribble is gonna be a wrap behind the back with your weak hand. So we don't want to throw the ball and throw it that way because then we're gonna have to chase it. We have to be able to control it and place it in front of us so we can catch it again and keep flowing. If you're a beginner, you can take 1 to 2 extra setup dribbles to get the ball back behind your back. But if you're a little bit more advanced or you want to challenge yourself, just keep wrapping it as you go through. So with this drill, as you're going up the floor, you're gonna want to take your shoulder and turn it to the inside so you actually have a place to put it. You don't want to keep your shoulder straight because that'll be too hard for you to then be able to catch it and then keep going. So like I said, as you go to wrap, turn that shoulder to the inside. So now you have a place to put it and it makes it easier to catch. At the same time, with your hands, you want to use your fingertips to be able to put the ball in the right spot. If your hand is too open and you're only using your palm, now it's going to be harder for you to control the basketball and keep moving up the floor. So with the timing aspect for this drill, I want you guys to put a minute on the clock. You guys are going to be going up and back. Whenever you need to take a break, take your break at the end. So if I'm going up the floor, I'm a little tired, take a 10 to 15 second break and then keep coming back. This was a video specifically designed for your offhand. It was an offhand guide. I want you guys to be able to do the same thing for your dominant hand as well. This will turn into a full 10-minute workout for your handle. Now, I know this was working on just our foundation, but like I said earlier in the video, if you guys want to learn more about the handle types, just go down to the pinned comment below, take our handle type quiz, and we'll send you a free workout.